Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of You Haven't Seen That Podcast, or YHST for short. I'm Isaac.
I'm Elva.
And this is a show where we cover movies on that growing list of films that has people asking us the question, You haven't seen that? Welcome to the second week of 2026. Have you already made the mistake of writing 2025, you dumbasses?
I have not.
You bunch of stupids. Welcome into the second week. We are back to our regular programming where we've got the news and we have our 2 movies only. It's not fully jam-packed with 3 movies, which means we have what, Elva?
Games.
Games. We brought back the trivia for 2026.
Not games. Games.
Game? Games. Multiples?
Game.
The one game. The game. We're going to start off by giving our worst 5 of 2025. We didn't do it in our wrap-up because I didn't feel like I wanted to end it with negative energy. And then I saw everyone else is doing it, and I go, well, I got to get on that trend. So, yeah, let's hop on board. And if you want to tell us what your worst 5 movies are of 2025, we can do that on our social media at
YHSC Pod.
on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And if you love what we're doing so far in the second week of January of 2026, then you can support us on Venmo at
YHSC Pod.
We appreciate you. We mean it. We love you. We mean it. I mean it. I can speak for myself.
Hi, guys.
All right, let's get into the episode with talking about quickly our worst 5 of 2025. I have no music.
Start it off.
You started off.
I told you started off.
No, you started off. I'm running the thing. You started off. I almost forgot it.
Okay.
You hear that sigh? She's trying to get the energy back.
At number 5, I have him.
Good.
At number 4, I have Minecraft movie. It's just not my genre.
You know what? I was contemplating putting that one on here. The only reason why I didn't is visually it was like impressive. And even though it's like a kid's movie, I don't know. I think the visuals didn't get a lot of credit that it deserved.
3 is Jurassic World.
I'd be mad if you didn't have that on the list.
2 is Keeper.
Oh, man. Go back and listen to us crapping on that one.
And 1 is Snow White.
Okay, so there's going to be some repeats. All right, for me, number 5 is Wolfman.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That was our second movie of 2025, and so
I couldn't remember it. So,
dude, it was like right there. I go, yeah, Wolfman. Didn't like it. You couldn't pay me to watch it again. 4, Keeper, for me. 3, Him, had to be. I mean, these horror films, people are trying. Surprisingly, I didn't put Shelby Oaks, but you know, when it's like a new filmmaker, I go, yeah, you're gonna swing. You're gonna make some mistakes. Number 2, for sure, Jurassic Park Rebirth. Dear Lord, Jurassic World Rebirth. My God, the only good Jurassic Park is part 1, and that's it. But Jesus, this movie has no soul, no heart. And of course, number 1, you said it first, Snow White. Did anybody watch that? If you did, why? Did you watch it twice? Also, why? So bad. Ugh. So there you go. There's our worst 5 of 2025. Let us know what yours are, or if you think any of these are good in your opinion, and in which case, unfollow us. I'm kidding. We don't judge here much. My honorable mention, though, I did put on here was Captain America: Brave New World.
Oh,
I feel like if I had a top 10, it would easily be on there.
To be honest, I can't remember the movies that we've seen earlier in the year. So when you said Wolfman, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. But because as I was looking at the list, I couldn't remember much about it. And I know I could have gone back to the episodes, but like as we're prepping, I'm just like, it has to be now. So
the way that I did it is I went down the list and I would go, okay, that movie, and I go, oh, that movie. Yep. Maybe I don't remember the details, but it gave me diarrhea. Especially Captain America: Brave New World.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Brand New World?
Brave New World.
No, I can't. Can't do it.
Okay, so that's that. And now that we're done getting rid of all the negative energy. By the way, I was like, where's all the Sony films? I go, oh, that was 2024.
Oh, yeah.
Time flies by. Talk about bad fucking movies. All right, we got rid of the bad energy. Now let's go into it with letting people know what's going on in movies, entertainment, TV, and stuff, and Hollywood things. I forgot my intro script. With a little segment we simply call YHST News.
Dun, 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 dun.
Let's learn you some stuff. Go ahead, kick it off, Elva.
James Cameron loved Godzilla -1 so much that he offered to help with the sequel.
Sweet. We said goodbye to so many people in 2025, and now we say goodbye to MTV. That's music television for you, recent generation.
I love that.
It did finally shut down last week on December 31st after 44 years of globally defining music and giving us ridiculous fucking reality shows. What was that?
TRL. I miss TRL. Anyways, George Clooney says Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, Don Cheadle, and Julia Roberts will return for Ocean's 14.
Speaking of Brad Pitt, the F1 movie is getting a sequel, rumored to have a pretty unhinged plot with the one, the only Tom Cruise jumping on board, reportedly taking the role of a power-hungry exec. Fans of F1 are saying this might be the most accurate movie yet.
Frankenstein's deleted scenes will only be available in the physical release. Remember those guys? Physical releases? Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, my brain went dirty. Physical release. The John Madden biopic is giving us a star-studded cast with Nicolas Cage as the legendary broadcaster turned pop culture figure, supported by Kathryn Hahn, Christian Bale, John Mulaney, and Shane Gillis. That dude's doing side quests.
Mm-hmm. Not as much as Tony Hawk, though. Avatar is officially the highest grossing trilogy of all time.
Dun, dun,
trilogy,
dun.
guys. At $5.66 billion.
Craziness. Will it be a quadrilogy? Tune in to the next 10 years and find out. Speaking of sequels, 2009 sci-fi film District 9 is finally confirmed for a sequel. Neil Blomkamp will be returning to direct District 10.
Dun, dun, dun.
We informed you. What do you think about that shit? Put that pipe in your smoking. Put that pipe in your smoking? Dear God, you should have seen me all morning and afternoon. I couldn't put a fucking sentence together. So this is foggy brain vacation brain and a little bit of caffeine. Okay, so we have
Can't fool me twice.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't get fooled again. Bringing the George Bush isms back. So we have two movies. I'm calling this episode Supreme Anaconda. That's because we're talking about the Jack Black, Paul Rudd movie Anaconda. Why? And Marty Supreme, starring Timothée Chalamet and Gwyneth Paltrow. If you guys remember from our last couple of reviews, our intermission episodes, our new format is we will give you a snack-sized, bite-sized, spoiler-free version of a review of these movies, so that way after those two reviews you can pause, you can go see those movies, so we would have spoiled nothing for you. You come back and you listen to the full conversation where we can be a little more carefree in a conversation. Cool? Got it? Great?
Cool.
Great.
Get it.
All right, Elva, kick it off with your bite-sized review of Anaconda.
If you're looking for some laughs, if you're looking for just a background movie or maybe just a little bit check out your brain kind of thing, go,
That's one way to put it.
Anaconda.
Anaconda. My Anaconda don't want
Side note, that did get me a pizza party at a talent show. I won.
I need context with that one. What?
Anyways, good little background movie. Nice little chuckles here and there. Jack Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got some good comedy in there.
Yeah, I would agree.
A little bit of Paul Rudd. It's okay.
Yeah.
But that's all I got to say about that.
So my little bite-sized review is I was semi-excited to see this because I love Jack Black. I enjoy Paul Rudd. And I was surprised that like Steve Zahn and Thandie Newton were in this. I was really taken aback at like the level of comedy, the level of meta comedy that they had in this, to the point that it turned into like this big absurdist comedy. And at some points leaving me going, what the hell are we watching? This is nuts. I kind of enjoy meta stuff, so I did get some chuckles from that. Jack Black is always good in a lot of things that he's in, but Paul Rudd at this point in his like comedic career feels like he's mailing it in. And I think the movie was lesser for it, although it's already like a lesser movie. I wouldn't run to the theaters to go see it, but if it's just you got some time to waste, keyword waste, then you might be able to enjoy this after like a few drinks, maybe. However you want to.
I enjoyed it sober, so.
We were a little slap happy.
Sure.
We were tired.
Yeah.
But that's that about Anaconda. Tell me about Marty Supreme in a bite-sized nutshell form.
It wasn't what I was expecting. I felt they marketed this differently than what the movie was. Love period dramas. Timothy Chalamet's acting, great. Odessa Asayan, her acting was good. You can tell she's getting more roles and stuff like that, so good for her. I did not really like Gwyneth Paltrow in there, so I was like, okay,
interesting.
Cool. Yeah, that's just me. Yeah, but overall, I thought it was an interesting take on table tennis.
So what I didn't know watching this movie was that it was a Josh Safdie movie. I know that the Safdie brothers did like Uncut Gems, but this has that fingerprint on it of like high energy. You don't know if you're rooting for the character because it turns out they may or may not be, such a protagonist, if you will. But it is a like hyper energetic movie, all 2 hours and 30 minutes, 2 hours and 20 minutes of it that I was completely entertained by from start to finish. This is a film compared to Anaconda, which is a movie where people just happen to have, money to make a movie. This is a film. This is
a drama.
What I mean to say is like film is an art form. Anaconda, it's like bullshit thrown to a wall, movie, film. I'm quoting Marty Scorsese, maybe not the shit thrown to the wall thing, but what he compares movies to films. This is a film. Everything, there's thought put into absolutely everything from everyone's wonderful, amazing performances. Timothy Chalamet, does he ever not shine in these lead roles? The story took me aback. I didn't know what to expect. And once I kind of realized where we were going with it, I was like, oh man, I am on board with this craziness. This is not a table tennis movie. It's not a ping pong movie. So in case you're wondering, why am I going to sit for 2 hours and 30 minutes to watch a ping pong movie? It isn't that. It's about this guy, Marty, and his passion for table tennis and what he has to do in order to get to his goal of actually going to like the Olympics or the championships or whatever it was in order to pursue his passion, and all the things that ensue in that middle, in that big old sandwich. It's a bunch of craziness filled with people and comedians and cameos that I didn't expect. It is an all-around fun and extremely entertaining movie, and I really do recommend people to see this soon. So yeah, there you have it. There's a pause point. Go watch the movie, come back, and let's dig into these things a little bit, starting with
Anaconda.
Anaconda. Elva, tell us about Anaconda.
A gooper.
Well, no, the goop, that's Marty Supreme. That's Gwyneth Paltrow.
A group of friends are going through a midlife crisis. They decide to make the remake of a favorite movie from their youth, but encounter unexpected events when they enter the jungle.
Yeah. You guys remember that movie in the 90s called Anaconda? 1997 Anaconda, starring, Jon Voight, Jennifer Lopez, Ice Cube, Owen Wilson, Eric Stoltz, and I think Danny Trejo's also in that. Remember that movie? How we all kind of enjoyed it, those monster movies? How it was very serious, kind of a horror film. All these other, these aforementioned actors kind of starting to kind of like bloom and bud and stuff like that. And we appreciated that at the end of Eric Stoltz's whole time frame. Yeah, this movie isn't that. It's an absurd comedy, not a horror film.
No.
It's not a drama. It's a vehicle to make fun of Hollywood, basically.
Yeah.
And in those regards, like, it's kind of funny to have someone like Jack Black, who has been in all of those very heavy, like, Hollywood movies where, again, like I said before, it's not a film, it's a movie. Some of them are enjoyable. Like, I did enjoy Minecraft for what it was. Super Mario, he's played Bowser. Like, he's doing stuff for his kids and shit like that. Although this is a PG-13 movie, there are those moments where I go, okay, this one's maybe not for his kids because he drops like an F-bomb in here. Which is, it's fun to see Jack Black do that again. But it's silly. It's like capital silly, From the trailer, I was excited because I don't think we had gotten Jack Black and Paul Rudd in a movie, although I forgot Walk Hard. They played like two of the Beatles in a little sequence. But I don't really count that. Although that is when they both were like at their peak comedy.
Yeah, I don't know.
This though, it felt like they were doing people a favor. You know what I mean? Like, there's the writing's just all over the place. The dialogue is all over the place. Did I expect this movie to be any amount serious? No. the humor, the comedy was like that of like, I don't know, 10 years ago. It's very predictable. Nothing.
I liked it.
I had it for sure.
Yeah.
And that kind of, says all you need to know. But it was like not only like predictable humor, but I realized I was giving it a lot of like courtesy laughs, But then there were so many of those moments that were just like so ridiculous. Again, maybe 10 years ago I would have enjoyed it even more. And I had those chuckles and some scenes were just so crazy that I was like, how did this particular scene not earn an R rating?
Oh, yeah.
It like felt shoehorned into the movie. I mean, I don't really know what the hell to tell you. I mean, I'm crapping all over this thing, like kind of rightfully so.
Also, the people next to me were a little bit... they took too many gummies, to be honest. Let me just, because they were laughing at parts, and I'm just like,
you know what?
That's regular dialogue.
I mean, that goes to show you kind of the audience for this movie. Take a gummy, drink some alcoholic beverages when you go see this movie. You'll enjoy it that much more.
Don't try to spill your icy on me, please.
He did do that, huh?
Yeah, I was like, excuse me, sir. Looks at me like, I'm fucked up. And I'm just like,
So the roles, right? Jack Black, he always does his best. Even though the roles that he's given, that he's taking aren't like the best. They're really whack roles, dude. But like he always brings it. He always gives a shit about his roles. He's never mailing it in like Paul Rudd was in this. But then again, like I don't think there really hasn't been a lot of movies in Paul Rudd's repertoire, filmography, that have required him to be anything but Paul Rudd. I think you hire Rudd for his type of humor.
Yeah. He's more of like the early 2000s kind of comedy shit.
Absolutely. He's like this like likable kind of dipshit, kind of an asshole at times. And I enjoyed those roles, especially like when he was like Ant-Man and stuff. But somehow, I didn't think it was possible to not like that type of humor, but to not give a shit that you're doing it, ergo mailing it in.
Yeah.
Like there was no soul in his eyes throughout that movie. Who I felt bad for, two people. Steve Zahn.
Oh, he was so good on that.
I think Steve Zahn's good in a lot of things he's in. He's been in a number of notable things. But this role as like the dumb alcoholic friend and cameraman could have been played by anybody else. Like they didn't give him a lot. They give more time and dialogue to like other people that are considered like even more. I mean, he's part of like the main friend group and has the least amount of lines. The snake guy had more lines.
Yeah.
But the second person I felt bad for was Thandie Newton, who has been in a lot of like dramas. So I feel like for her, this is an opportunity to just do something fun.
Yeah.
Out of everyone, like she's charming, she's beautiful. You can tell she's enjoying this. It just sucks that like this was the movie that she finally had a chance to be in a comedy for. And going back to, I mentioned the snake guy. He's supposed to be sort of like the John Voight, with the French accent in the original 97 Anaconda, which is already was like a silly role. Although it didn't work for the film, I got to give it to that guy, along with like Jack Black. He was committed to the role.
Oh, dude, I loved him. At first, I was like, what is this? Who is this? I didn't like him.
Even though a role might be silly, when someone's committed, I give them some points,
Yeah. I mean, I don't really got much to say about this movie.
No, yeah. I mean, in this type of movie, does anybody really ever give a shit about like visuals or visual effects? That being said, the snake was, to quote the kids, mid. I mean, the original Anaconda snake, I remember Corridor Digital on YouTube had covered it like, dude, this is a movie in the late 90s, and it looks good. It looked better than what it did now. All that, like, 30 years later, 29 years later. Come on.
Yeah.
And then cameos. You can't have a movie about a pop culture movie without having a few cameos. Now, I'm going to say this only because it was revealed in one of the trailers that we've seen. If you're going to have a cameo, you don't show it in a trailer, which goes to show you that like they had no faith. Zero. I mean, why would you? Zero faith about this movie. Ice Cube. Ice Cube has a cameo in this. It's kind of cute. It's kind of fun, but it's wasted in the trailer.
Yeah.
Which then makes the second cameo, which I'll spoil it for you here, J-Lo. That one was cool, although I kind of would have expected it in the midst of the movie, where along with like Ice Cube. This is at the very end of the movie.
Imagine she gets eaten by the snake. Oh, that'd been hell. I would have loved it.
Her cameo felt like she did somebody favors, but it was also sad because you can tell that it was just tacked on.
Did you know that Ice Cube's cameo was credited in the movie, but J-Lo's cameo is uncredited.
Oh, man.
For her 1-2 lines that she had.
Oh, she was bad at it.
Yeah.
How?
That's why she didn't credit her.
Oh my God. So yeah, anyways, if you want to have stupid fun watching a bad movie, which, you know, there's times where I've suggested bad movies, you know, because they're so bad, like, look how terrible it is.
If you garden, go ahead and garden right before. If you don't,
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
a little
Devil's lettuce.
yeah. If you don't, you know, have a little bit of a drink. If not, you know, have a lot of sugar and go into the movie. Just
A
enjoy
lot of
it.
sugar. Cocaine?
I don't know.
I've given this movie too much time. Let's talk about a film.
Okay.
Marty Supreme. As I mentioned before, it's directed by Josh Safdie, starring Timothy Chalamet, Gwyneth Paltrow, Fran Drescher, Odessa Azion, Tyler the Creator has a bit role, Penn Jillette, Kevin O'Leary. I don't know if I was like, this is one of those movies where this is your idea to go see it, you know, because it didn't, for me, it didn't like pop as far as like a trailer, although I enjoyed Timothy Chalamet. I know we covered Timothy Chalamet in
Dune? No.
A Complete Unknown.
Oh, okay.
Oh, for sure, Dune.
Yeah.
But A Complete Unknown. But that's Bob Dylan. We all know, you know, roughly who Bob Dylan is. And so I'm like, oh, I don't know who this looks like a biopic. I don't know who this Marty guy is. Turns out that it's not a biopic. It's influenced by
It's like
a real man.
loosely based.
Oh, heavily
Very
loose.
loosely based.
But I'll stop rambling. I'll let Alva tell you the tagline.
Marty Mauser, a young man with a dream no one respects, goes to hell and back in the pursuit of greatness.
That's a good nutshell.
Yeah.
I've not seen Uncut Gems. I know. Tisk tisk on me.
No, I can't tell you anything. I haven't seen it either.
So who I heard it from, it was so funny because I don't think I heard anyone else bring this up. Once the movie was done, again, 2 hours and 30 minutes, easy sit through because of the high energy of it. And then so, you know, bladder full, go to the bathroom, and I heard somebody behind me who had just seen the movie. They're like, you know, it felt like Uncut Gems, and I just looked it up, and I didn't know that it was directed by Josh Safdie, one of the Safdie brothers. I go, okay, good to know. Boom, little bullet point in my brain. Mm-hmm. We sort of avoided for a minute Uncut Gems because people were saying like it's really good, but you don't feel good coming out of it. This one has a little bit of that where Marty is not. You learn later on that he's kind of not a great dude. His whole thing, his superpower, as I like to put it sometimes with these characters, is scheming, lying.
You know what it reminded me of? Like,
Better Call Saul?
no, because I've never seen it. I can't refer it. You know when you meet someone and they're very pleasing and like, hi, how are you kind of thing?
Yeah.
And they kind of just like,
Salesman-y.
yeah. And then like as you get to know them, they kind of lose a little bit of like their shields, kind of like a narcissist, like kind of like they're going downhill.
They get lost in their lies.
Yeah.
There's no like soul or heart behind their eyes.
Yeah.
No, completely. Jesus, I unfortunately know a handful of those people.
So like as I was like going through the movie, I was like, oh yeah, they didn't support him. No, there's a reason why.
Yeah.
And then I was going back and I was like, go back to that reason why in the beginning. Like there's that reason why.
Well, here's the funny part. So there really isn't actually a good person who isn't lying in this movie. From his mom, played by Fran Drescher. That was a surprising, not a cameo, but a surprising role. Because I don't think I've seen her in anything other than like The Nanny. And is she still the SAG president?
I believe so. They may have changed.
You know, it's funny. A little bit of an aside. I saw Odessa Zion on I think Fallon or some late night show, and she was talking about the last scene that she shot was with Fran Drescher, and the SAG rules are that you can't work longer than like 14 hours. So there they are on like hour 20 with the president of SAG, and you know she's telling like Josh Safdie like, how many more takes do we have to do this? I mean, the president of SAG is right there. So watch it with the rules or whatever. But, you know, what are you going to do? Wrap it all up and come by the next day? So, but they got the scene done. Where was it going? Oh, so going back to like no one being likable. Even the role of Rachel, wonderfully played by Odessa Zion, is also not a great person. Gwyneth Paltrow's role as this like, you know, forgotten actress, not a great person. The business people in this, not great people. There's probably actually like 2 characters that you get to know along the way that are semi-likable, which is his ping pong friend and then his like business partner friend. those are the only people that I kind of feel bad for because they're used by Marty. But no one is a good person.
Yeah.
Someone's either a criminal or they're violent.
From the statistics.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're just like a scheming business person. And it feels like watching like Breaking Bad, or like I said before, Better Call Saul. Mm-hmm. You know they're bad people and you're trying to follow along. But what this movie kind of cleverly does is they don't let it be known that Marty is, for the most part, like a douchebag. You know what I'm saying? They let you sort of build this likability within the first maybe like 20, 30 minutes and sort of sprinkle in there his little schemes and his ability to lie and get around stuff.
Think about that friend that's like, oh, can I borrow $5? I'll pay you back. I'll pay you back. I swear. And then like doesn't pay you back, but somehow he twists words around and he'll ask you, can I borrow another $5? And then, turns out he owes you big
a
amounts.
lot more. Yeah.
Yeah. But still fucks you over. But somehow you're still their friend because you see the good in them in a weird way.
But
that's exactly.
That's a good point. Yeah. A good rule of thumb, by the way, if you're ever going to let somebody borrow money, just give it to them because there's a chance they're not going to fucking give it back.
Also, Fran Drescher was the president until 2025.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But Sean Astin is the current president.
No shit.
Yeah.
Really? Mr. Goonie himself. So as the movie progresses, then it's kind of revealed like, oh, this guy is a talker and he's really good at I think he says it in the movie, he can sell shoes to an amputee. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of funny and it's cute until it isn't cute, until it's kind of disgusting, until it's crossing that moral and ethical boundary.
Yeah.
And it makes you question him as a person entirely, either what he's doing or what he's saying. I mean, you and I were kind of going back and forth on the drive back of, is he stealing, but he's never stealing cash straight out, but he's scheming. And he does have this like very gray area, this blurred line of code, if you will. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He'll use his superpower of scheming in order to get some money, which is his whole goal, right? He needs money to go to the second championship in order to regain his place as like the champion.
Yeah.
It's not a ping pong movie.
It's like his way to get to the top, but because the people who are at the top of this like table tennis like committee, like the committee of every, like they kind of sniff him out as like, you're really not a good player to be up here. Like you're doing things that you shouldn't be doing, and we don't like that.
The two things that he's actually good at, one is lying to get his way. Mm-hmm. He's able to scheme like no one can scheme before. Thus, like Better Call Saul. If you enjoy that, you'll enjoy this. But two, the other thing he's good at is table tennis. He's legitimately good at that. He doesn't cheat. He's very strict to the rules. That's the one thing. Someone who's such like a liar and breaks and bends all these other rules. When it comes to ping pong, he's not trying to, schmooze his way through it. He's like, no, this is a sport. These are the rules. And this is my way to actually show that I can actually do something other than something shisty. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So he's fighting for that thing that he knows that he's good at because it's his purpose in life. And I can I can respect that. Now, I don't know if I'm going to go to the lengths that he did to pull myself up by my bootstraps. I mean, to the point where it's like so many questionable things that he starts to get involved with like criminals incidentally. I mean, this character has more bad luck than any Ben Stiller movie. I mean, that's saying something seriously. And it's like not even for comedic purposes. Like he's there. The goal, the finish line is at his fingertips. And then the universe goes, nah, because you suck. And then he has to climb back up the ladder all over again. It's an extremely entertaining movie. But to end it on his character, because I was thinking as I was writing my notes that table tennis, and I know I said this to you on the drive back, that table tennis is the only thing that he's good at. It's his life's purpose. Mm-hmm. And then I was trying to think, why did he have such an emotional... He had an emotional reaction at the very end of that final showdown, if you will. But he had an even more powerful emotional response or reaction at the very, very end of the film. I won't outright spoil it for you listeners who are going to watch the movie. In essence, he finds a real purpose. He finally finds something that he doesn't have to lie and scheme to get because it is presented to him. It's always been trying to find its way to him. Mm-hmm. And I think it was kind of sweet that he finally found his purpose and made him, and that's in those final 10 seconds made him like finally a likable guy.
I'm gonna not disagree with you on that one.
You're not going to not disagree? Thank you.
I'm gonna disagree on you. I think that's just at that moment he showed the emotions of wanting, like, this is mine now. But now, to what lengths is he gonna go to continue scheming? Because he doesn't have a 9 to 5 or a something.
He doesn't have a job at all.
He had a job. We both were in a very heated argument of like this whole movie on the drive home, and I was like, this is what it is.
Well, what that was do you just settle down and take the boring 9 to 5 selling shoes because you're so good at it, but it's like you're overqualified? Or do you pursue your passion? Now, again, like I said before, do you go through the lengths that he does? Probably not. And it's commendable to a point. And then you go, bro, you're so close to being in such deep shit. Fucking cut your losses. Go to the shoe selling.
No, seriously, yeah. But at the same time, it's like he could continue scheming and everything, but use his purpose, quote unquote purpose, as a shield. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, cool, but the movie kind of just ended there.
Yeah.
But like, if you're already like putting all these things together, you're like, oh, I could see you being like your parent, using all that the same way, or like your uncle again using that the same way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all his family members were schemers.
You're just repeating that cycle, and you're just like happy that you have like your quote unquote purpose.
And I get you.
At what end?
I get you, but the movie doesn't give us. I don't think the movie gives us enough information, especially like after that final scene, to say whether he will or won't. I mean, I'm all for breaking the cycle. You know what I mean? And based on his reaction, just based on his reaction of his final purpose, I thought, you know what? He has more of a chance to actually finally change his ways. So I'm wishful thinking on my end, but I 100% get what you mean. I do want to talk about a couple of other actors in this, right? Extremely notable, Odessa Zion. Mm-hmm. I was like, where did I see her before? Hellraiser. I remember very much enjoying her performance in it. Also, the Hellraiser remake. Sorry. I was like, whoa, this chick's really good. I need to see her in more stuff. Easily forgot about her. Mm-hmm. And then I know she's in a series. You want to look that one up to let people know where they could watch her in. But this year I saw Until Dawn.
Yeah. Oh, she's in I Love LA.
Okay.
Yeah, with what's her face? Rachel Sennott?
Okay.
I don't know her name.
I believe you. But Until Dawn was like a random, we didn't see this together. I think you were at Disneyland. I had some time at home. I go, let's see what's going on. Netflix is like, maybe you like this. I go, fuck you, Netflix. I'll click it anyways. And what a shitty movie. Technically, I saw that one, and maybe I should have put it on the list. But I was kind of thinking about the movies that you and I saw. What a really bad movie. That real quick on the review about Until Dawn. Maybe it would have been good or enjoyable back in like the early 2000s. But as of like all the good horror films being made today, movie sucks. Yeah. She on the other hand was really good in it. I felt bad that she was in it. You
want to know who her mom is?
Mm-hmm.
Pamela Adlon.
I don't think
this lady.
Oh, she looks so familiar. What is she in? She looks like bargain Janine Garofalo.
She is the voice of Bobby Hill.
Oh, shut up.
And also she was
That's cool. Yeah, she has that raspy voice.
Yeah, she was in Louie.
Oh, that's so cool. Dude, Odessa Zion is, she's stunning. She's absolutely beautiful. People, when they saw her in the premiere for Marty Supreme with her luscious curly locks, they want her to be Wonder Woman. I'm not knocking it. I know everyone's like, Wonder Woman needs to be tall or whatever. Just for performance-wise, I think Odessa might be able to knock it out of the park.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I do want to see her in more roles, and I hope that this movie is that gateway to get her into more things. Her character, though, as Rachel, she starts off innocent, basically paralleling Marty. She's innocent until proven not.
100%.
She is as schemy as he is. And if it was just like her movie alone, you go, God, what another piece of shit schemester that she is. But because she matches Marty's energy, you're like, oh, they're meant to be. And it's kind of cute. Look at them being assholes together. So it made it really enjoyable. But she is so freaking stunning. And then there's a couple of other roles in this that I'm not familiar with Tyler, the creator, but he plays one of Marty's friends. The other friend of Marty was played by a guy named Luke Manley, right? Mm-hmm. totally fits the part of like that 50s look, bigger guy with fucking rosacea and always is sweating.
Yeah.
But he hasn't been in anything else. So I'm like, how does one get there was a handful of people that like got roles in this thing that I thought, how? But I think the Safdie brothers like love comedy and they love the internet. So Luke Manley's story is that he got this role because of a drunken viral video that Josh Safdie had saw, where he's basically trashing a basketball player, Trae Young. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's a Knicks fan, as is Safdie. And Safdie just goes, this guy needs to be in my movie. Like, that's how it happens. That's fun. That's so fucking fun. So, it pays to be a drunken idiot sometimes on the internet.
Sometimes. And it also pays to like the same team as everyone.
Another role, and I know I'm like skirting over Gwyneth Paltrow because she's like the big actress, but Penn Jillette, random role as like the farmer. I actually didn't look up the backstory of how he got cast, but he plays the grump very well. One of like the main business guys that Marty has to deal with, Rockwell, right? Is that the character's name?
Rockwell.
And I'm like, where have I seen this guy before? He looks so familiar. He's so good as this like asshole businessman, as they sometimes usually
Kevin O'Leary.
are. Kevin O'Leary, right? I didn't know the name, but he's one of the sharks on Shark Tank.
Yeah.
So he's playing himself basically, and I will give him even if he gets typecast in these roles, he does a fucking good job.
But with hair.
yeah. What a
little bit of hair.
What a rug on him. But the one that I actually got a reaction when I saw, because it was extremely random, was Ted Williams. Ted Williams had all of like maybe 15, 20 seconds of screen time. If you don't know the name, you'll know the voice, because he is the man with the golden voice. He was this homeless man, or unhoused, as they say, who, for exchange with money, he people like recorded. He went viral as well, and he's like, I'm the man with the golden voice, and would do all that fun stuff. But then people helped him get a job, and now he works as a mechanic. Again, I don't know his story, how he got cast in this little bit role, but like that's so fun. It makes me happy that accomplished movie makers like this, like Josh Safdie, are casting people that maybe aren't big actors, and there's these little roles that it's an awesome opportunity. Will Ted Williams be in other roles? I don't know, but it's kind of fun. Like, why not? It reminds me almost of Adam Sandler in Happy Gilmore 2, where he's like casting all these random people.
Yeah.
But instead, imagine doing that, casting random people in a good movie, in a good film. It makes it enjoyable, and it brings this kind of energy where, even though it's a high energy dramatic movie, it feels like it was a fun movie to make.
Yes. Also, when you're like Ted Williams, like in the movies, I'm like, what?
Yeah,
like, I was like,
I figured you wouldn't know.
No. Like, whatever was happening on screen, like, had a hold on me, and like you're over here, and I'm like breaking that concentration. I was like,
because it was so random to me.
Yeah, but so I just did the and it wasn't until in the car we were explaining, I was just like, oh, I understand this now. I get this now. But at this moment, I was just like, what name did he say? I don't even know. I can't hear you.
The man with the golden voice. I'm Ted Williams. Last but not least, Gwyneth Paltrow. I know you said you didn't like her in this role. You want to expand on that a little bit?
I kind of just not been liking Gwyneth Paltrow lately. I don't know why. It's just...
Oh, as a person, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's why. I kind of just like... And she's also not on my like radar right now. She's not really doing much. So I'm just like, whatever. We got to have that one big name in here.
At a point, it did feel like that, but I will say that I didn't feel like she mailed it in. Like, she did feel like a natural, and kind of sort of played herself, where it's like an actress sort of forgotten. Yeah. You know what I mean?
She didn't have to do much work.
No, hardly at all. But it was still entertaining. It was still kind of nice to have her in there. It's a dramatic film. You need at least a couple of accomplished actors. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you're right. Like, her name being kind of credited above, like Odessa Zion, kind of shitty. Because I feel like Odessa had more of a role to play. Because her role in this movie is so random. It's necessary to a point, but also, for the most part, felt a little random.
Because it just feels like everyone here is either up and coming or has some establishment.
Yeah.
But like they're still fairly new. And then you have someone who is very well known, has a long list of projects behind her and everything, and has their own company and all this stuff, like very well established. And then I understand you got to give them a chance and put them in movies and stuff like that. Maybe that was maybe that's what they wanted, to kind of create like a Grace Kelly kind of character.
Oh, nice.
So I'm like, okay, cool. I get it. But also I felt like if you wanted that, there maybe would have been somebody else.
This is like a loose segue, but what also felt similar to that vibe, that mindset, was the soundtrack.
It was a really good soundtrack.
I was a little iffy about it because I get a little when it's a movie that takes place in the 1950s, I think 1953 specifically. But when it's a movie that's set that many years ago, and the movie's for the most part contemporary, even though it was like I think a couple songs from the 80s or 90s, relatively contemporary. I think okay, but it did work.
It's not about when the song was made; it's how it feels with the feelings in the song. Mm-hmm.
But I was a little for a moment. I mean, a heartbeat. I was taken out of it, and then I was like, okay, because when the song's so familiar, like there's a lot of songs from the 50s, maybe even 60s that they could have worked in this. But the movie overall, again, going back to like just kind of giving that vibe, it was sort of encompassed that feeling.
But I feel like if you're picking songs from like that decade, that era and stuff like that, that'd be great. But you also kind of want to have people's attention.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah, so like having like those current songs were good because they weren't really overplayed and there wasn't like
they weren't in your face. God,
Jinx,
I wish I would.
Isaac.
Thank you. I wish I would have remembered what the first song that they played in the actual intro, but I laughed my ass off at the intro. Because if anyone's ever seen Look Who's Talking 1 or 2, you'll know what I mean. The opening credit sequence. I was like, what am I watching right now? This is complete. I want to say it was a little bit unnecessary, but I kind of get it. So it was the microscopic view of conception. So.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Did you find what the song was?
No.
Oh, okay. It was so funny. I almost was like, oh no, what's this movie going to be? But it proceeded to be an amazing movie that I highly recommend to people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I got to really say about it. I mean, it's not going to be like a breakdown. We're going scene for scene, but there's a lot to examine and there's a lot to comment on that. I really want people to go see this movie. It's so fucking, dude, at the end, we were, the movie light out at like a little after 10 o'clock. And typically by that point, I'm like, I'm a little sleepy. Like Anaconda was like, just kind of sleepy watching. Dude, 2 hour, 30-minute movie about ping pong, although not about ping pong. And I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking ready to go. This movie got me going. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah. Dude, you were heated in that argument we were having. But at that point, I was like, no. You're not getting the movie how it is.
No, and you know what? I was really thinking about that too. You were right. The point that we were arguing, friendly arguing, we're okay, kids, was in the beginning of the movie, Marty's uncle, who works at the shoe store, he's the owner of the shoe store. It's sort of said that he promised Marty, I think like $700 so that Marty can go on his first trip across the pond in order to play in the championship because it's not popular in America. And then his uncle keeps shirking that promise. Mm-hmm. And so Marty's like, well, you promised me that money, and then kind of goes out of his way to sort of, in essence, take the money. But then the point that we were arguing was, it's technically stealing, but his uncle promised it. But was his uncle even meaning to honor that? And then it kind of led us into this point of, oh, they're all liars, Because
you were thinking like 700, like that money was like, oh, it's not that much. And I'm like, but we're talking about 1950s. That's like a lot of money. So if it would happen today, that's like 9,500 that your nephew is stealing from you.
Yeah, I remember that part of the argument, but I think I didn't care to fight on. I think it was that, was it the amount that he promised him, period? That wasn't what I was like dying on the hill for. Mm-hmm. It was more of, even no matter what the amount was, if his uncle promised it and he's like not giving him that money, he has a timeline to uphold and he needs that money now, he's really passionate about table tennis, he's going to get that money. Like I said earlier, do I agree with all the actions of Marty? No. Anyways, watch the movie. Tell me your opinion about within that first 20 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, episode's running long, but let's go ahead and do what we promised. We're going to first, with our penultimate segment, Why Just Eat Fresh, where we tell you what we think about these, or specifically what I think about this movie. Every other episode, Alvin and I alternate going back and forth on guessing the Rotten Tomato critic and audience score, as well as giving our own personal rating on the aforementioned movie. And This case, Anaconda and Marty Supreme. From 0 to 100, 59 and below being rotten and 16 above being fresh. It's now my turn to guess the rating for these two movies, and Alba gets to sit there and look pretty.
Yay!
Pretty.
Okay, Anaconda. What are your scores? What's your ratings?
Okay, I'm giving that one a fail. I'm giving that one a rotten at a 55%.
Okay.
I'm saying the critics are going to give it a 50. I think I enjoyed it a little more than maybe the critics did.
Okay.
And I think the audience were entertained at 70%.
Okay, so you are more towards the critics at 53. Audience is at 77.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that ballpark.
Yeah. Okay, Marty Supreme.
I'm giving that a 95%. It's a damn near perfect movie. I'm gonna say the critics are feeling the same way, because in these things they've been kind of close to the critics' mindset at a 98%.
Okay.
And I think that the audience are maybe giving it a 90%.
Okay. Critics are 95.
There you go.
Sorry, 94.
All right.
Audience is at an 84.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, with current audiences enjoying movies more over the films, I can see they're always going to be a little lower, especially with a movie like this.
I can also see how the marketing on this might have maybe made people think it was a certain type of movie going in, and they're like, wait, what?
Oh, you mean Timothée Chalamet on the Sphere in Las Vegas on a giant ping pong ball?
Yeah.
That didn't confuse you at all?
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
That's what I thought about those movies. And as promised, we're bringing trivia back. So a little refresh. It's 4 rounds, 2 rounds each. We are guessing the movie based upon the clues, and the clues specifically are actors. And we get 5 guesses. If we guess it at the first guess, it's a total of 5 points, 4, 3, 2, 1, or 0 points. Last year, I won. I will be keeping track.
Back up the points. Okay.
Winning is winning. You never had me. Okay. Do you want to start with me, or do you want me to start with you?
I'll go with. I'll give you my hints here, and I'll start for you. You guess.
Fool me once. All right. Go ahead.
Okay. For 5 points. Beth Grant.
Beth Grant.
Thank you.
I don't know.
For 4 points. Drew Barrymore.
Never been kissed.
No. For 3 points. James Duvall.
James Duvall, not Robert Duvall. Drew Barrymore. Firestarter?
No. For 2 points. Jenna Malone.
Fuck, why does that name sound familiar? God, I don't miss this game now. Jenna Malone. Drew Barrymore. What movies has she been in? Oh, God, I don't know.
Okay. For 1 point and 1 point only. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Drew Barrymore, Jake Gyllenhaal. Those are the 2 names I actually know. Mm-hmm. Bubble Boy?
No. Donnie Darko.
Drew Barrymore's in that? You couldn't give me his sister?
No.
Damn it. All right, his sister's in that.
I don't know.
I hate you so much. Okay, so let's give you that same treatment. Actually, I was going to be nice and give you the more well-known actors on this, because I remember this. Remember this? Where I'm a nice husband.
Yeah.
Okay, for 5 points, Peter Capaldi.
It's not Doctor Who. I don't know.
For 4 points, Ben Whishaw.
Wish I knew.
I'm just buzzy on that one. For 3 points, Hugh Grant. Gonna grant me the serenity. You want to take a whack at it?
Love Actually?
No, that's a pretty good guess. For 2 points, Brendan Gleeson. Also, for those who are listening as Alva's thinking, if you guess the movie, let us know in our comment section and DMs at what point you guess these movies.
What was the name again?
Brendan Gleeson.
No.
And for 1 point, Sally Hawkins.
Dance?
What movie is that?
No, like this.
What? Oh, the Hawkins dance? Nice. No, it's 2017's Paddington 2. Ben Whishaw played the voice of Paddington. Yeah.
I wish I knew that.
There was nice. It's all like all British cast. Hit me with it.
All right. For 5 points, Teresa Tilly.
I don't know.
For 4 points, Betsy Baker.
Why does this feel like an older film? Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
No. For 3 points and 3 points only, Richard Domanicore.
Oh wow, is that a pedicure or manicure? I could do it too. I don't know.
No, mine was better.
Again, if you thought of any of our stupid jokes, are you at least still listening at this point? Anyways.
For 2 points, Ellen Sandweiss.
Oh god.
Sandweiss.
I don't miss this. I don't know. Yeah, I don't even have a fucking guess.
And for 1 point, and I think the only point that you're going to get this is Bruce Campbell.
Oh, Evil Dead. The sad singular thing.
Yes.
It was, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
The 1981. That's why you probably didn't know the other ones.
No, I think all the other actors I also didn't know. That's 1 point for me. Okay, Elva, are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
Okay, for 5 points, Dacre Montgomery.
Is he? No.
For 4 points, Gary Clark Jr.
Gary Clark. Nope, I don't know him.
For 3 points, this is a little more obscure, Olivia DeJonge.
Dijon, give me the answer.
Wow, not even. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
You might guess it at this one. For 2 points, Tom Hanks. Think about the other clues. When I walk you through this.
Not the first name of the thing.
Mm-hmm. So if he's second, who could the first name be?
It's not Toy Story.
That's a guess. Remember, we get one free guess.
Yeah, I know.
All right, you ready for this? The 1 point you're going to get, Austin Butler.
Elvis?
There you go.
We're tied.
Well, there you have it. There it fucking is. Do you miss this game? I maybe don't.
I don't think so, I do.
All right, so that's 1 point each. That puts us tie. I'll keep track and I'll remind people what the standings are at the beginning of everything. Is there anything else you want to say about either of these movies, these games, the start of this year, my dear?
The start of the year has been the start of the year.
Wow, that's so wise.
I had more.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I do apologize.
Dramatic effect.
Dramatic effect. Go ahead. I'm waiting.
I wish everyone has a good year. Okay, make good choices. If it's not a good choice, think about what I would do. What would Elva do?
These are the thoughts inside your head.
And then do the opposite of what I would do, because I probably wouldn't do it.
Put that on a t-shirt and smoke it. That doesn't work. My God, I'm so tired, and this caffeine's really doing a number. But we thank you for listening at this point. Why? I love you guys. I really do freaking mean it. It's been a lot of fun. I'm excited to start the new year. We're going to make sure to go back to a lot more takes and breakdowns on our original YHST list of movies that we hadn't seen. It's a slow start of the month. We have some exciting stuff coming up for you guys. Mm-hmm. And I know we talked about on the episode prior that we want to have a big gathering for Terrifier 4. So stay tuned for all that stuff on the social medias and listening here. But on social medias, you can follow us at
YHST Pod
on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And again, if you've been enjoying us, if you enjoyed us the past year or so, go support us on Venmo.
At YHST Pod.
We love you guys. Thank you again for joining us, and stay tuned for more fun and stupid stuff where our two brain cells together make this show where we cover movies on that growing list of films. It has people asking us a question.
You haven't seen that? Okay, bye.
It's really empty in my brain. Ooh. Super empty. Yeah, man. This episode brought to you by Stupid Button Effects.